On this show, we cover some sensitive topics.
Though the obituaries may be outlandish, the people are real.
Names have been changed or omitted in order to respect both the deceased and the survived by.
While death is no laughing matter, some petty last words can provide some pretty entertaining comic relief.
Welcome to Obituary. Welcome back to Obituary. I'm Spencer Henry.
And I'm Madison Reyes.
How's that for a classic intro?
Nothing but the classics over here.
No improv today.
No, we're taking a break from that.
Speaking of breaks, we just had a whole week apart from one another.
I know.
Week and a half.
I know. It was weird. It was. It's so nice having your best friend live 7 minutes from you. I was sitting at home like, where's my girlie?
I was gone. I was gone.
Where were you?
In the words of Johnny Cash, I've been everywhere. So my sister and I took like the New England fall trip of our dreams. We've been wanting to do it forever.
I think it was so incredible that you did that. It is really what dreams are made of.
It was so much fun. We kind of had it all planned out. She really did a lot of the planning, but we flew into Boston and spent the night there. And she hadn't been to Boston before, so it was fun because we walked around, went out to a restaurant or two, and just kind of like bopped around the city the first day and the next day. And then
Wait,
yes.
Was that the first hotel you sent me?
Yes, we stayed at the Omni Parker, which is a super historic hotel. Like, there's so much history behind it.
Someone wrote a poem there?
Charles Dickens.
Uh-huh.
First performed like the Christmas story there and all of that.
Wow.
Like, there's so much history there, and supposedly it's one of like the most haunted hotels in America, which I had no idea.
Did you feel anything?
No, just a lot of business people.
Yeah. The ghosts are probably like, I'm out of here. This is boring.
The only ghost I saw was Craig dressed in a Kohl's suit who happened to ride the elevator with us twice. Boston's so cool because there's so much fucking history there, and it's just so old. Like, it is old.
Honey.
And like just in between like little parts of the city, there's just like 100-year-old cemeteries.
Wow.
It was beautiful there, very fall vibes. But then the next day we drove from Boston up to Vermont. And we first went to a city called Burlington. That was probably one of my favorites, honestly, because there's a college there. So there's like a lot of restaurants and like a little cool downtown area with a bunch of shops. And that's what I want to do, is eat and shop.
Yeah.
But the foliage obviously was the reason that we were going to Vermont, because it's just so pretty. Everything was like red and orange and yellow. We stopped in New Hampshire on the way up there, which was beautiful. And then from Burlington, we went to Stowe. So much drama went down in Stowe.
Tell me.
We went to this covered bridge that they have there. That is where I lost my wallet.
Yes. I saw you posted some Emily girl.
Yes. Okay. So it's called Emily's Bridge because there's this story that like back in the 1800s, there was this woman named Emily and she was getting eloped to this guy, and they were supposed to meet at that bridge that night, and he never showed up, so she ended up hanging herself from the bridge.
Oh my God, poor Emily.
And so now she supposedly haunts this bridge. And there's, I wish I had it. Olivia took a Polaroid of the bridge, but the sign was like glowing green. And I looked it up online to see like, does that happen? And it's not like a thing. I have to show you the picture. It's really crazy.
Weird.
But I lost my wallet there. On the day that we were there, and I didn't realize until we were like an hour and a half away in Woodstock, Vermont, which is where we were staying for the rest of our trip. So we get to Woodstock, and I'm like getting out of the car, and I reach for my wallet. It's not there, and I'm like, oh my God, my wallet's gone.
Worst feeling.
Where is it?
Because you're also in another state and you have to get on an airplane. And how would you?
We'd been in multiple states. We'd been like all these places. And also we're like walking around exploring everything, going to every store, going into every shop, going to restaurants. So I'm like, I have no fucking idea where it is.
Right.
We had last been actually at the Ben & Jerry's factory.
Did you see the graveyard?
Yes.
Oh,
I took pictures of all the gravestones there. They're so funny.
I love it.
The next day we had to drive back to Stowe, went to go see if my wallet was there. It wasn't there. Then we went to the bridge and it just happened to be that my wallet was just sitting in a pile of leaves.
Oh, Emily had no need for it.
No, she had my back. So I
Oh.
was so grateful. And then the rest of the trip we were in Vermont. We spent one last night in Boston and then flew home. But I was exhausted by the end of it. I also had a COVID scare.
Yes.
At the end of it, which is why we hadn't turned on Cameo yet, but it is back on now.
Yes, because we were not sure.
When you come back from a trip somewhere or traveling, especially if you go somewhere cold, you always feel like a little disoriented when you come back. It's always like, oh, my throat feels a little weird. Is it because I'm jet lagged? Is it because I was in so many different climates?
I mean, when you think about flying, it's like you're thousands of feet in the air. That has to do something to your body.
Well, it makes you like swollen, kind of.
Yeah.
I don't know. You just feel a little off. And it's a long flight from Boston to LA. Luckily, I don't have COVID. I've tested several times since because I'm neurotic.
It was scary because I saw you.
Yeah,
for
you came over for like 10 seconds to record something for something. And
scary, but no, we're both just healthy as oxes.
healthy as oxes. We're like dead by the time this episode comes out.
Wonderful.
No, knock on wood. I've been to a lot of states, and Vermont is, I will say it, officially, I think the prettiest state
Really?
that I've been to.
That is your...
So
that's
beautiful.
what did it for you.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
See, I couldn't live in the snow, I don't think. I think I would really struggle with that. I could, but I think I would struggle with it. If it wasn't for the snow, Vermont to me, I'm like, I could live there. Also forgot the best part. It was the day before Halloween. We went to Salem. Salem was so much fun. Well, it was a shit show downtown.
Got it.
But they had the Salem Night Fair that Matt and Ryan do. And it was so much fun. It was so cool. It was like in the woods, and there was like these creepy 1800s Victorian looking creatures. It was so sick.
Oh my God.
But yeah, I literally went everywhere and was so exhausted. I'm so happy to just be having a normal just week back with my girly.
Yes, girlie, I missed you.
Ugh, I missed you.
Oh, I was just moving.
Ugh, that's the friend I am. I'm like, you're moving this week? I'm getting the hell out of town.
I'm going on vacation.
Is that helping?
Oh my God, no. Moving was absolutely crazy.
Well, you did most of it yourself.
Yeah, because my husband was gone. He was in Vegas and then
living it up at a festival where he
Yes.
met a Geoff.
Yes, he met a Geoff. A Geoff came up to him and was like, "Is your wife here?" He's like, "No."
Wait, pause. We'll come back to the move in a second, but we have to talk about my encounter. Well, first of all, I met some Geoffs and I met some cult babes during my travels, and everyone was so cute and so nice. But I had the worst thing happen ever, which I already told you, but I need to tell you like in full detail. So Olivia and I were walking through downtown Salem on that final day, and it was a shit show. It's literally like driving down Hollywood Boulevard, or like walking down Hollywood Boulevard, just tourists everywhere, including us. And we were there for about 30 minutes and we're like, let's get the fuck out of here. Like, that's not our scene.
Yeah.
I would like to go to Salem when it's not like that. But we were walking and like cars were not stopping for crosswalks, nothing. And so this one car just kind of like went by us, and I was like, their window was down and they didn't stop at the crosswalk at all. And me and my sister were trying to cross. And I was like, watch where you're driving, like asshole or something.
Yeah.
And the person flipped me off. So I flipped them off. We get back to the car to go to the night fair, and I get a message that's like, I'll just read it. I won't say names for obvious reasons, but the person was so nice that messaged me. They were like, "Hi, this is a weird message for me to be sending, but I wanted to apologize to you. My bestie did not see you trying to cross the street in front of the Ropes mansion at all. There was a lot going on, and it was a lot to be paying attention to. Personally, I feel pretty blessed to have been flipped off by you, though." just like a menace. And I was like, oh my God, I'm laughing. Like, I'm sorry. We were stressed walking through that crowd. And I was like, I'm not a bitch. Like, I swear. I was like, but we were walking. Nobody was looking at the crosswalks. And she was like saying that her friend was mad, but she was like, it's all good. And I was like, well, and I like totally felt so bad. But also, that's just me. I would flip off anyone who cut me off in a crosswalk.
It's not personal. Yeah.
No, I would do it to any and everyone.
God, but you never know. You got to act right now when you're out.
Oh my God, fame is a prison.
Oh, please.
No, I was like dying though. I was like, what are the fucking chances of that?
I know. Well, it's a small world.
I don't know if they listen to this podcast, but maybe.
Who knows?
If you're listening, sorry. Sorry, but not.
Oh, God. But it is a small world.
It is a small world.
You never know.
Never.
Who knows who?
Okay, I want to get back to your house.
Oh.
Okay, so you're moving. You moved in.
You know, I am very organized and like want everything in a certain order. And like, that's kind of one of the reasons why I was like, okay, I'm happy to move most of this stuff by myself because I don't want anyone else fucking with it.
Totally.
And then towards the end of it, I'm just shoving stuff in garbage bags. I don't give a fuck how it gets there. Let's just get it.
That's how it goes every time. Unless you're hiring movers and you like do it meticulously before. But my last move, everything was in those like industrial fucking
the
trash
hefty
bags.
Uh-huh.
Oh, baby. My whole closet. I'm like throwing all these jackets and shoes and stuff. I'm like, whatever. Let's get her on the road.
Yeah, but then when my husband got home, we moved all the heavy stuff, including I have a few like very tall, very heavy cacti, and that was a mission to move because they were falling all over the place.
And you can't like grab them, really.
No, my husband and I literally almost got a divorce. We wanted to kill each other.
I called you that day. I called you while you guys were moving, and you were like, we're going to kill each other. He was laughing in the background. And wait, and can we talk about the fact that he electrocuted himself?
He got electrocuted because he decided his cousin was going to take our refrigerator. And so he's like, okay, I'm going to pull it out. Well, he pulls it out and we hear a big pop. And he was holding a water bottle also. And he like crunched the water bottle. And I was like, what's going on? He's like, I just got electrocuted.
I told him, I was like, what kind of man gets electrocuted?
Oh, please. So the fucking refrigerator door is dangling off. Then we finally sleep in the new house. He wakes up the next morning. He's like, how'd you sleep? And I was like, I slept great. I'm like, how'd you sleep? He's like, I don't really believe in this stuff. And like, I'm not trying to scare you, but like, I kept hearing voices all night long. Like I kept hearing laughing and girls talking. It's almost 100, like your house, it's almost 100 years old. It's an old house. It's bound to be a little haunted.
Sure.
But I had fallen asleep with my headphones on, listening to a podcast. And so I think that's what he was hearing. But I told him, like, it's fine. Like, there's nothing bad here. It doesn't feel bad. He's like, don't say that. Don't summon anything. I was like, okay.
We should fuck with him. Let's go put like a goat head under the house or something.
I know. Also, you know, when you move into a new house and you like find cool little things like, I don't know, an extra shelf somewhere or like I don't know. I was finding cool things written in the cement. Like there was a last name in the cement from July 30th, 1941.
So I have one right back here. I think that one's from like the 70s. I don't think it's as old.
Okay. But it's still cool.
It is cool. I love it.
I love it. Like a family did that. Maybe. Who knows?
People with children. And I just have Hot Dog who's fully
ripping up a Kleenex.
She's just chewing up a Kleenex. But it's her prerogative. It's her world and we're just living in it.
I know. Truly.
But you're all moved in. You're all settled in. I'm back. And we're here to fucking put on a show for you guys.
Oh my God.
As always, I did something really fun.
What?
I posted on our Instagram and asked people.
Oh, I haven't had internet, by the way. So, okay.
I asked people to ask us questions and I was like, we'll read some on the episode. I'm going to pull them up and see what people have been asking and hopefully they're cool.
Let's hear them.
It's like there's I don't even know. Oh, we'll start with simple ones. Let's work our way up. They said, favorite drink besides Diet Coke?
I love an Americano.
Uh-huh.
And I love a Sprite.
Yeah, I would say a coffee or maybe an Arnold Palmer.
Mm-hmm.
How long have you known each other? And like, when did you become friends? Like, I feel like we answered like 10 years.
Yeah.
Like, a decade. Oh, this person said tips for getting through the first holiday after a loved one has passed.
I'll let you take that.
Hey, I say just do something special to like honor that person for that holiday. Like if there was something they loved, like for my mom's birthday, we always do, because she loved Diet Coke too, we always do a little Diet Coke cheers with champagne flutes.
It's like, give me the chills. That's so cute.
We always do that, but I think just something to honor that person. Like if they had like a favorite thing or favorite treat or something, like have that. Oh, well, this one goes in a different direction. Poop flavored chocolate or chocolate flavored poop? Like, what would you rather eat?
Oh, poop flavored chocolate.
Yeah, because I would know it was chocolate, you sickos.
Oh my
Who
God.
would pick chocolate flavored poop?
I don't know.
There are some freaks out there. Not obituary related, but what are your favorite Thanksgiving sides? Also, I freaking love you guys.
Oh, we love you. I love a canned green bean with butter. Are you kidding me?
I'm
My
a
mouth is watering.
green bean casserole fanatic.
Yes.
So I would say green bean casseroles, and then mashed potatoes would be my second favorite side.
Absolutely. We're not turkey people here.
No. I am terrified of death. How did you guys become so accepting of it?
I don't think we are that accepting still.
I disagree. I would say I'm very comfortable. Like, I don't want to die.
Yeah.
But I'm very comfortable with the idea because I understand more about it. So it's not a scary thing to me.
No, absolutely. But it's still a scary thing. I think just being human, that's a scary thought. But once you know a little bit more about it and what to expect, it's not as scary. But you also never know.
Can you go over when it is appropriate to go to a funeral, like how well you knew them?
Oh.
I think that differs funeral to funeral because everyone has their own, like, some will say, like, closed to close friends and family, or some will say, welcome to, I saw one today on Facebook, actually, that was, like, open to anyone who knew and loved my brother or whatever.
Yeah.
So I feel like that just is all circumstantial.
Definitely. I get chills, like, when you talk about your mom's service, like, wall-to-wall packed.
So many people.
I would personally want that for a loved one.
Yes, because I feel like that's such like a testament to who they were when they were alive. Oh, who do you think will die first, Madison or Spencer? I don't know.
I don't know either. We might be going out together.
I think, yeah, we'll have broken heart syndrome either way. Yeah. So we'll die very soon.
knows?
Someone asked if your husband ever gets jealous of us.
Oh my God, no, he can't stand us.
No. Madison lives here. We're together all the time.
No,
if anything, it should be, do I get jealous of Cisco?
No, he loves Spencer and calls him girly all the time. And
yes,
it's just like a family.
Wait, there's two of these I want to answer. Who's more likely to join a cult?
I feel like I might get...
I think it would be you.
Yeah.
I could see you reading some misinformation online or something. But this next one I think is me because it says, who is more likely to fuck a self-proclaimed prophet? And I think I would. I think I would go for a guy with a god complex.
Yeah.
Well... What was your first impression of one another? Like the real, raw, honest first thoughts. We didn't become super close friends at first, but when I met Madison, I was like, oh, she's so sweet. Like,
yeah,
she's so cute.
I liked you right away. But yeah, we didn't get super close until...
probably like 4 or 5 years ago.
Yeah.
We were friends, like we'd hang out.
Of course, but
like we became inseparable.
Yeah.
And someone else asked if we fight, which I feel like is a question people ask a lot, but like I don't think we ever actually have been in like I don't feel like we've ever been like in a real fight.
No.
I think we've gotten like annoyed with each other, but very much in like a way that it gets squashed almost immediately.
Yeah. And like I think we've had like maybe one heated discussion.
Like turned it on for each other, like been weird with each other, like, oh, okay, yeah, okay, good luck to you. Okay,
Yeah.
good luck to you too.
Yeah. But I think we both are so similar in that like we don't want any
No, it's not real.
Yeah. We don't want any drama and
We also know each other too well. That I feel
Yeah.
like a lot of times fighting happens because of miscommunication, but you and I communicate with each other very well.
Yeah. And we've said it, like if we ever had some crazy issue, we'd go to couples therapy.
Yeah, we would. 100%. But we're still in our honeymoon period 5 years later. Oh, I like this one. It says, who's your favorite housewife?
From any franchise, we love Dorinda.
I was going to say Dorinda is like probably she's probably my favorite person to watch. She's the most entertaining.
I know. I loved Kyle, but God, she's making it hard.
She was annoying at the reunion.
I know.
You know, I like Dorit,
Yeah.
but she's not entertaining.
Yeah, no.
I loved Erica Jane, not this season, but last season Erica Jane, like all her little one-liners where she's like, or what?
Oh, yeah.
I was into like her villain arc there.
You did like that. It kind of varies too season to season.
Someone said, is there a topic you'd worry is too much for the podcast? I don't think so.
No.
Nothing's really off limits.
No.
As long as like, nope. Actually, no. We've talked about pretty much.
Yeah. There are things that like we have not talked about because we want to make sure that the research is like as accurate as possible.
Especially if it's like religious things, like or like regional things that we're like, we don't know anything.
Yeah.
Like we always just want to know. And then this one says, where are the sponsors gone? I'm genuinely curious.
They're not there.
I think because when we like transitioned, like we still always say there's a break, but sometimes I don't know if they put ads in.
Oh,
like I think there's sometimes lags between the episodes going out and when they put ads in. We obviously record all of our advertisements that we do on the show or any sponsorships we have, but our network is in charge of going in and putting in the ads. It probably does go like, we'll be right back, and then nothing happens.
Yeah.
Just enjoy that while you can.
I know.
We'll do one more. Lots of people asking us to come to their cities. We can't say anything right now. We don't have anything we truly don't have anything definitive to say. Just stay tuned.
Stay tuned, Geoffs.
And then a lot of questions about would we ever do more than one episode per week? What do you think? What are your thoughts on that?
I would absolutely love to. Would absolutely be down for that.
We've like talked about doing it, but I feel like both of us are very much in the camp of we don't want to overcommit.
We want to put out the best possible episode for you every week, and we don't want to take away from that at all with another one, which I don't think would happen. I think you and I are so committed to this and like we'll absolutely make it happen.
Yes.
So who knows?
Who knows?
I'd love to.
I would. I don't foresee it happening because we're working on a lot of projects right now behind the scenes. So I don't think it would happen until probably like the second half of next year.
Yeah. We're working on them in the grave right now. They'll be out of the grave next year.
Spinning 6 feet under.
Yes.
We're going to work our way to the top. And then last bit of information that I wanted to share with you was you're going to die.
What?
No, you're gonna die. I'm just kidding. No, hold on. Okay. Hi, girlies and pups. Colt Babe and Geoff here. I just got a new car and could not wait to show my love for the pod that allows me to provide a recommendation every time someone asks what my license plate means. Proof attached. Please feel free to read this, but please don't post the pic. Don't need any stalkers. Love you guys. And look at what their license plate is.
Are you kidding me? Are you? No way.
We can say it. It's Geoff. We won't say where you live or your name, anything like that, but that is fantastic.
That's amazing. Holy shit.
There's now a Colt Babe and a Geoff license plate
Are you serious?
out in the world.
Are you serious?
Incredible.
Oh my God. We need a picture of it on the car when it's ready.
Show us the final.
Oh my God. You are the best. That's so cool.
I love it.
Who would have thought that the name Geoff would have just taken off?
So, it's not you. I know, it's crazy. It's such like a part of our vocabulary now.
I know. It just works.
It's just, You guys, our chemistry is all just so good.
Oh my God. Wait, we forgot to talk about the movie that we both watched this weekend separately.
Oh my God, Barbarian.
Holy fuck. That was a wild ass ride.
I watched it alone. I was laughing hysterically, spoiler alert, but at the boob lady when she ran down the first time and went like, ah! I was like, oh my God, if somebody screamed in my face like that, I don't even know what I would do.
Oh my God, imagine.
It was good.
Oh, I thought it was really good at first. Remember I told you before, because I had watched it and then you're like, oh, I'm going to watch this movie. I'm like, oh, we just watched it. And I was like, I'm not going to tell you anything, but it pissed me off in the beginning because of how stupid that girl was.
Uh-huh. Don't go in the house.
Don't go in the house. Don't go down in the cellar. Don't walk in the...
Classic horror movie where you're just watching like, you dumbass.
You dumbass. Seriously. Oh, but then it makes me wonder. I'm like, is there something under this house? Is there a tunnel? You never know.
Maybe.
Cool to find out.
You'd go down it.
I would.
All right. You got any emails or anything?
I do, but I'm saving it with my side bitch.
Okay. Well, I only have one Am I the Asshole this week. I'm saving my other one for next week because the Q&A and everything. The problem here is that we don't ever shut the fuck up. So now we're however far into the episode. So I'm just going to read one this week. But it says, am I the asshole for telling my husband what I think he should do with a car that he inherited from a family member who passed?
Okay.
My husband and I are in our late 40s, and we got married a little before COVID. This is both of our second marriages, and surprise, surprise, not having children due to our age. We each have 2 kids from our previous marriages. My husband has a daughter who is away at college, and a 16-year-old son who lives with his mom mostly, but sometimes with us. Our house is my husband and I, and my 2 kids who are 14 and 12. On with the actual event. My husband had a great uncle who recently passed away. He inherited his gently used GMC SUV. I don't know a ton about cars. I know the car is a 2017, and I've seen used ones with low mileage go for nearly $20,000 online, sometimes more. Here is the issue we are having. Remember how I said my husband's son is 16? My husband thinks the car would be a great gift to him. He plans on giving him the car regardless of how I feel. I think the fair thing to do would be to sell the car for as much as we can and then divide that money up equally between all 4 of our kids. That way everyone can benefit and not just my stepson who happens to be 16. My husband has been mean to me about this. He is literally telling me I have zero say. It was his uncle, the car was given to him, not the family, and he said his son has an after-school job and he needs the car to be less of a stress on him, I, and his ex. Because we all have to chauffeur him to and from work since he doesn't have a car. He's 16. If he gets $4 to $5 grand from the sale of the GMC, that is more than enough money to buy him a starter car that can take him around town and to work. My husband agrees that he technically can do that, but he's not going to because he wants his son to have this car. I'm stressed because he's basically telling me that he's going to do whatever he wants and I don't get a say. Aren't a husband and wife supposed to come to agreements together? He told me if I had a relative die, we'll do whatever I want with the inheritance and he will not interfere one bit. I have major issues with this logic though. He even went as far to say that we can sell the car and split the money up amongst the kids, but now he will go and buy an equal value car for his son out of our bank account. I thought it was a jerk thing to say, but am I the asshole all along?
Oh, wow. I don't think you're the asshole, but I also kind of don't think he is either. I don't know.
She was voted the asshole, and I agree, and here's why.
Okay.
I'll tell you my thoughts, and then you can tell me. But it's a random car that is just all of a sudden it's here. There's
true.
No significance to it. There's no importance to it. It doesn't sound like they're super down bad financially. If anything, I mean, he could take the car, sell it, and give the money just to his kids. I don't think all of the kids randomly need to have $4,000 or $5,000 versus just letting this 16-year-old who sounds like a good kid working his job outside of school who needs a car to go back and forth. Like, why not just give him the car?
Right. It was money that was not there before. You weren't like waiting for it. Yeah, that's true. That's very true. I understand her side of things. Like, oh, well, we could divide it up. We could, put it in car.
It's not like a house. Like, you didn't inherit, even if it was like something like $100,000 or something, and you're like, okay, well, I think we should split it up. Or like if it was like a really expensive car, but it's like if it's a $20,000 car, like, come on, it's a fine, safe car.
That's true.
I don't think you have as much of a say.
Yeah.
Like marriage, yeah, I mean, you have to agree on things. Like if you were going to go buy a car or something.
Especially, how long have they been together?
Well, they just got married before COVID.
Yeah. So what, the kid was maybe 12 when you met him?
Yeah.
So it's not like you were in their life, their whole life.
Oh, she wants the backstory now. When did you come in the picture, ma'am?
Of course I do.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, people always get weird with money. We always talk about it. Inheritance is a very strange thing. So anyways, yeah. She was voted the asshole, but yeah, interesting.
Interesting.
Well, as you mentioned, you have the side bitch this week because I am up first.
Yes,
so
I do.
Let's hear it.
Okay.
Quick note, we just paused so that Madison could pee really quick. Madison, I was checking Twitter while you peed.
Okay.
Do you remember a while back we did a cameo for someone that they said they were going to use in a wedding toast?
Yes.
I just got chills. Look at this picture on Twitter.
Oh my God. Wait,
There's
what?
2 pictures. I scroll back and forth.
Got our wedding highlights back, and I think our faces say it all. We love Spencer and Madison so much. I rewatched my wedding cameo. Oh my God.
She looks so surprised and happy.
Ah!
We'll ask.
Oh my God. Also, beautiful couple.
Beautiful, very beautiful couple.
Wait, that makes me want to cry a little.
I know. It's you guys literally picture a bride and groom like at their table in their beautiful chairs.
Their little sweetheart table with peacock chairs.
And there's a screen next to it with me and Madison and fucking hot dog on it.
Like, hey, honey.
That is the best thing I've ever seen in my life.
Are you kidding me?
God, I wish I would have dressed up more for your wedding. I have like a bun in.
I know. I have like a sweatshirt on.
I want to cry. This is the sweetest thing ever.
Wait, I want
to see the cameo.
I know.
Okay, sorry. That was just amazing. Congratulations.
Congratulations. I'm looking for the cameo right now.
We want to watch it, Ellen. Oh my God. This is the best thing I've ever seen.
We just had to have a moment.
Yeah, we just had to pause. She said the only time I teared up, she's writing to us live on Twitter right now. I can't wait for her to hear this. The only time I teared up on my wedding day was when they started playing the video.
I get it. I didn't cry at all.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
That's amazing. We feel starstruck right now that we got to be included in a wedding.
I'm just thinking about like all the people that didn't know who we are.
Yeah. Everyone at that wedding, like, who the hell are these?
Oh my God, that's so special.
I'm so glad I checked Twitter while we were recording. Like, what are the chances?
Live play-by-play.
That was exciting. Sorry. Okay. Side bitch?
Side bitch, and actually, it's from a Geoff, and you'll get it in a second. She says, "Hi, Spencer, Madison, Mr. Eyes, and all the pups. I love Obituary. I found you through our Morbid Girlies, and you have become one of my favorite podcasts.
Thank you.
My friend got me a cameo from you guys for my wedding present, which was amazing. We weren't played at the wedding.
Okay.
It was a wedding present.
Oh my
God. We're just wedding singers.
Oh, we'll come perform at a wedding for a fee.
Yes, we will. We'll teach everybody about everything you need to know till death. We could call ourselves Till Death Do Us Part.
And we just come to weddings and just hype. We're just like the MCs.
Like, live it up because you're going to die soon. One day.
We'll work on it.
Yeah.
Okay, this email.
So this is from Jess. She says, "You truly have helped me through my fear of death and also are getting me through my parents' deaths with your personal stories and the endless laughs you give me every episode. And for that, I thank you."
Fuck, am I like just emotional today? Like,
I know,
this is all
I know.
just making me emotional.
I know.
I just love you guys.
I know. I love you guys. My parents were the true meaning of soulmates. We lost them both in 2020 to COVID. My mom in May and my dad in early July.
That is so hard. I'm so sorry.
I know. I wanted to attach a beautiful article that was done on them. If anything, just to share a beautiful love story and to know that they are still together even in death. Lots of love, your Geoff, Jess. And this is why I wanted to save it for the side bitch obituary portion, because it's not necessarily an obituary, but it kind of is. And
Okay.
it just talks about their love.
I want to hear it.
I just love it. And she said, you can use my name and my parents' names first and last. If you can, I wouldn't use other names quoted in the article.
Okay.
If possible, thank you. And then she says the last name is pronounced Keneally. Alrighty. So this article, okay, look at them. Old picture on their wedding
That
day.
is just the coolest.
Okay, so it says, the year was 1973, and 20-year-old Richard Keneally was playing on stage with his band at Braintree's Five Corners Chinese restaurant. That same night, 19-year-old Cecilia, Cece, Ford's sister, dragged her out of the house, and they ended up at the same restaurant. He saw my mom in the crowd. He walked down to her and started chatting her up, said Jess, their daughter. He made a joke about her last name being Ford, some Henry Ford joke that maybe she could get him a car, and that was that. Ask most people who knew the duo, and they'll say they were inseparable ever since that night. The two formed a bond in marriage and life that couldn't be broken, their family says. The Keneallys, who'd made a name for themselves as good neighbors and active community members in Quincy, died this summer of COVID. Cece, who was 66, died in May, and her husband, Richard, passed a month later, just 2 weeks shy of what would have been their 42nd wedding anniversary. He was 67. Their daughter and the pair's closest friends are dealing with what they say is an unimaginable loss, but they found comfort thinking the two are together again, as they always were. Whenever you talked about Rich, you'd say Rich and Cece, like it was one word, said Richard's sister. She was on stage with him the night he met Cece.
Oh.
I always remember with those two, they laughed a lot together. Even if you didn't get their joke, they got each other, she said. The pair married in 1978 and had 2 daughters. Cece was a stay-at-home mom while the girls were young, and Richard started his long tenure with Quincy Public Schools as a music teacher. Richard went on to become the band director for both Quincy and North Quincy high schools, teaching thousands of students over 3 decades. And then it goes on, and some students talk about their love for him. And
I'll have you read it to me off air to protect names. Is that what you're trying to do?
Exactly,
okay.
Yes. And some friends of the family just wrote some really nice things about them. Like, for instance, they wrote, they were so inseparable. They really, truly loved each other. It is not a surprise to me that they only lasted a few weeks without the other one.
Ugh, broken heart syndrome.
I know. Hearing people talk about how Mr. K's band room was their favorite place to be and seeing the ripple effect of his life, and then by extension, Mom being a part of that too, that feels really good. And then one of their friends said they had just been to my home maybe 3 weeks before she died. Cece called me Sunday morning and said, "What are you doing?" I said, "Just hanging out, watching my Sunday programs." She said, "We're outside your door." They had a care package for me.
Aww.
They had gone to the store and bought all sort of goodies. They knew I lived alone and I had been by myself without going out for many, many weeks. That's just who they were. They were the type that cared so much about other people. Oh, we'll post their picture. Just such a sweet...
If we have permission.
If we have permission, I'll reach out. But what a sweet tribute to
beautiful
two
parents.
Wonderful people.
Oh,
yeah.
God. Thank you for sharing that with us.
I know. That's something so special that the Geoffs, they can share with us their personal stuff.
It's incredible.
It's so cool.
It's such a personal thing too. I think that's why it feels so like special. It's just like,
yeah,
I don't know, it just feels so personal. I feel like we just got it. We got it. I just love it. Love it all. We're getting towards the holidays. We're getting emotional.
We're getting really emotional here.
But in a good way, the best way. Just love, 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 love. All right. Well, you know what else we love? A fucking break, baby. So we're going to take a quick break and then we'll get into the coffin spinners. We'll be right back.
And we're back. Spencer, what's got you spinning?
Oh, well, this week I decided to cover deathbed confessions.
Oh, I bet it's juicy.
Like, how have we not thought of this one
I
before?
know.
I'm so excited to tell you all about it. MyLawQuestions.com defines a deathbed confession as a confession made by a dying person shortly before his or her death. Deathbed confessions are not always made on an actual bed or the location where the person dies. Some religions strongly believe in confessing one's sins before dying, while sometimes being under the impression that confessing helps the sinner live longer. In some cases, a deathbed confession confession turns into a deathbed conversion, wherein the dying person admits that he or she was secretly always of a certain religion or has decided to be converted then and there on the spot.
Ooh, I love this.
Deathbed confessions can be about anything, but are often a long-kept secret about an uncomfortable topic.
Okay.
Baby, we're getting into everything today, don't worry. But there is something in that definition that they gave that I want to tackle first before we get into the wild stories, and that is the religious aspect. Because that was something I hadn't really thought about with deathbed confessions. Like in Catholicism, they have something called the Sacrament of Penance, which, according to the artofdyingwell.org, in this sacrament, the person relates their sins to a priest who then gives them absolution. This means that he forgives the person's sins in God's name.
Okay, wait, can I interrupt you for a second? I was
Sure.
on TikTok and saw this video. This girl was talking about God, and she was like, you guys need to convert today. If everybody goes to heaven, then hell must be empty. And that is just not.
Okay, we can't have an empty hell.
No.
I actually saw a TikTok last night of a woman talking about hell, and she like does professional, or at least online, like translating of the Bible things, like what they actually mean and like the actual origins of certain things in the Bible. And she's like, there was never like a hell you got sent to if you were bad in the afterlife. It was like a physical place that certain prisoners or people who were punished were sent, but it wasn't like I forget the actual name of it. I'm probably fucking it all up, but like it's not what we think of. Now it's utilized as a way to like tell people like you better be good or you're going to hell, and also as a control tactic.
What's the interim word?
Purgatory?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Oh, please. I think we're all in hell.
This better be hell.
I think there's hell and heaven on earth. Sometimes I feel like I'm going through hell, and sometimes I feel like I'm in heaven.
Wow. Okay, anyways, they quote a guy named Bishop Tom, his experience was that a dying person will often ask for the sacrament of penance before they receive Holy Communion. The request for the sacrament of penance has to come from them. They might say, I can't have communion because I haven't been to church for years, and I tell them, well, we'll sort that out. I'm not interested in laundry lists. Confession is an opportunity for people, especially when they're ill, to review their own lives, and sometimes they ask you to help with that, which I do feel like you see in movies or TV shows, like a Catholic priest showing up in a hospital. Like, do you have any?
Yeah,
read
you your last rites.
Yeah, and we talk about it all the time. Like, a lot of older people will turn to religion later in life and start going to church all of a sudden because I think a lot of people have that fear of like, well, just in case.
I mean, it can't hurt.
Yeah. In Buddhism, many terminal patients will look to religion or spirituality to bring comfort in their remaining time. This I just pulled straight from the Wikipedia article on deathbed confessions, but it says that Buddhism has been showing up in palliative care more frequently to help patients cope with death and come to peace with the end of their life. Buddhism is a philosophically based religion that mainly focuses on suffering, why it exists, what causes it, and how to escape it. The belief is that ignorance, anger, and attachment cause inevitable suffering to the body. True. Buddhism also holds that life and the body is temporary, and it is a privilege used to look for enlightenment. Discussing any issues in a patient's life related to suffering can bring inner peace and relief. Buddhism does not seek to manipulate a dying patient into following a religion or forcing dying confessions, but rather to become a thought-provoking way to talk about their suffering and clear themselves of attachment to their body to prepare themselves for death. Talking about suffering may bring up confessions or secrets that can be released before death to journey towards enlightenment, which I thought was beautiful. Really liked that. And then in Judaism, there's Vidui, I believe is how you pronounce it. I looked up 3 different pronunciations. They're all different. I also tried to call my Jewish godfather, but he didn't answer in time, so I just went with one.
Okay. Wasn't your dad Jewish?
Well, listen, I can't ask him.
Oh, that's true.
We'll need a Ouija board.
Yeah.
I read an interesting article on the practice from myjewishlearning.com that said, unlike the better-known Catholic ritual, reciting the Vidui has nothing to do with ensuring the soul's place in the world to come, nor does its recitation in any way tempt fate. If you feel death approaching, recite the Vidui. Be reassured by those around you. And okay, wait, are you caught up on the patient? Did you finish it?
No.
This is part of it, I believe.
Okay.
Many have said the vidui and not died, and many have not said the vidui and have died. If you are unable to recite it aloud, say it in your heart, and if you're unable to recite it, others may recite it with you or for you. The prayer is recited when death seems imminent. It may be said by the dying person, by family members, or by a rabbi. It can be read in Hebrew or English or in both languages. A formal vidui can be read in sections with pauses to let people speak from their hearts, to voice regrets or guilt, or to ask forgiveness of one another and to say, I love you. The central element of the vidui is the Shema, the most familiar of all Jewish prayers, and the quintessential statement of faith in God's unity. The Shema is not a petitionary prayer, nor does it praise God. It is not really a prayer at all, but the proclamation of God's oneness. It is also affirmation of Jewish identity and connection. And then lastly, I guess Native Americans, a lot of the tribes have very similar views regarding death, where death is seen as this natural transition. It's just part of life. The world is seen as an interconnected web, and a person is an extension of the web as well as all other life. After death, it's believed by many that the components of your person is returned to this web of life afterwards. Making this transition smoothly is important to both the dying and the loved ones left behind after they've passed on. Ensuring that there are no secrets remaining is vital to transition back to go to this web. And so I just thought it was interesting, like all the different religious viewpoints, and I'm sure there's many more. If you guys know of any, we'd love to hear. If you have any corrections or personal insight, please.
I'm not trying to be funny. I wonder what Satanisms would be.
Yeah.
You know? Well, or they may be like, we've lived our life unapologetically, fully out there.
Or they don't believe in sin or...
Right.
Who knows?
Huh.
One of my biggest questions about deathbed confessions was, can you be arrested for something you say on your deathbed?
Didn't you talk about a criminal?
Yes. Okay. So
in like one of our first episodes, I remember.
In the U.S., a deathbed confession can be admissible evidence in court under the right circumstances. Like if someone confesses knowledge of a crime and then dies or their condition worsens, the law does not consider the statement to be hearsay and it can be used in a criminal trial. And then I was remembering, I did that dumb criminal like a long time ago who admitted to murdering somebody but then lived, which is like something that has happened quite a few times. And we'll hear some in these stories.
Really?
Yes. I scoured the internet for the craziest deathbed confessions, and between Reddit, Ranker, BuzzFeed, all of which are linked in the show notes, the specific sources that I used, these were the ones that I just had to share. And we're going to start with Reddit because somebody went on there and posed the question, nurses of Reddit, what are some of the most memorable deathbed confessions you've had a patient give? And the answers are alarming. One user wrote, I had a client, a 90-year-old male, confess to his wife and children that while he was away on business, he obtained another family and he lived on for another 2 years after his confession.
I would have pulled the plug. I would have pulled it.
Okay, this one was heartbreaking. It says, I took care of a World War II veteran with dementia, and he would say the number 22 over and over and over again, and the family never knew the significance of it. The number didn't line up with any significant events or dates that they were aware of, but the day before he died, his mental state became incredibly clear, and he started telling the staff, 22 men. I killed 22 men over there.
Oh, okay.
I mean... terrible, but
yeah,
all around terrible,
terrible
all around. This one fucked me up. Trigger warning for rape and incest. Had an elderly woman who had gone downhill and was on her deathbed for about a week. She kept asking me to read the Bible to her, and as soon as I would start, she would scream that he was coming to get her, that he was waiting right behind me. Very unnerving at 3 a.m. Well, finally I asked her who was coming to get her, and she replied, the devil's coming for me because I let my husband rape our kids and I did nothing.
Well, the devil probably is there.
Yeah, he is coming, and if there is a hell,
honey,
you're going.
Wow.
Fuck you, lady.
God, I can't even.
It's like when you, like on a, I mean, not lighter, but like, remember that Abducted in Plain Sight, the Jan Broberg story?
Yes, I just watched the series on Peacock about it called Friend of the Family. It's so good, but so disturbing.
Well, even the Netflix documentary, that was one of those things where you're watching it the whole time. You're like, her parents are fucking idiots. Idiots.
You should start that series.
I will, on Peacock.
We can start it tonight.
Why not? No, we have to watch The Terrifier too. But next week, absolutely. Let's do this again.
Perfect.
Okay, sorry. Okay, this next one gave me chills.
The other ones didn't?
This one, listen, it says, I've been a nurse for 6 years. A year or two before I started, my floor housed a convicted child rapist and murderer sent to us from a prison who was dying of cancer. One of my coworkers told me about how the patient described his child victims hovering outside of the windows, waiting for him to die so they could drag him to hell.
Oh.
We were on the 10th floor at that time, and I asked my coworker if he thought the children were hallucinations. He's one of the smartest, most perceptive people I know. He said he thought there was a good chance that what that patient saw was real.
Oh, I bet it was.
Just all those children just outside, like, we're gonna fucking...
It's time to go. It's time to meet your maker.
I have chills now. I got chills when I first read it, but saying it now even, I'm like, ugh.
Oh my God.
I found this next story from a Ranker article about a man named James Brewer, and it's wild, and it's kind of what we were talking about with like the legal system. In 1977, James was living in Tennessee with his wife, Dorothy. Somehow he had come to the conclusion that their neighbor, this guy named Jimmy Carroll, was trying to seduce Dorothy, his wife. James flew into a jealous rage and ended up shooting their neighbor, and the neighbor died as a result. Well, afterwards, the couple fled Tennessee and moved to Oklahoma under new names. Decades later, James suffers a stroke in 2009, and I think it was his second stroke he had suffered, and he was like, this is it, I'm dying. So he confessed to killing his neighbor all those years prior in an effort to cleanse his soul before he passed away. But here's the thing, he didn't. So he and Dorothy were then forced to return to Tennessee and surrender themselves to authorities. And I couldn't find any updates, but I know it had been a cold case. Like, they definitely got charged for those crimes. But I'm like, imagine Dorothy. She's like, what the?
She's like, shut the fuck up. You kidding me?
I'll confess for you.
Yeah.
This story was also from that Ranker article, and it involves some folklore. I thought it was cool. It says, quote, sightings of the Loch Ness Monster date all the way back to the 6th century, but the most famous photographic evidence of the creature's existence comes from the 1930s.
I think the Loch Ness Monster is the coolest little folklore.
In 1933, a lot of people claimed to have seen the Loch Ness Monster, and so it attracted a lot of tourists to the area where this monster supposedly was. The so-called surgeon's photo taken by Colonel Robert Wilson in 1934 captured the head of Nessie as the monster swam through the waters of Loch Ness.
I know what
Yeah.
I can see the picture in my head right now.
It's that picture. Well, he was a British surgeon, and he claimed he had been driving near the loch and saw something swimming, at which point he stopped to take a picture. He never wanted credit for the image, hence it being called the surgeon's photo, and until the 1990s, it was believed by many that he'd captured actual proof of the monster's existence. This isn't to say there weren't skeptics. In 1984, Stuart Campbell assessed the picture and decided whatever was on the surface of the water couldn't be more than 2 or 3 feet long and must have been some sort of explainable wildlife. Even Campbell was proven wrong. However, when Christian Sperling confessed at the end of his life that he'd perpetrated the hoax and been part of the fake photo's creation, 90-year-old Sperling passed in 1994. According to him, he was in cahoots with his stepfather and Loch Ness Monster enthusiast Marmaduke Wetherall, as well as Wilson, who took the photo, when he sent a toy submarine with an animal head attached to the top of it out into the loch. The picture was staged by Sperling and Wetherall, who then handed it off to Robert Wilson to give it the credibility as he presented it to the public.
Wow, I want to look up that picture right
now.
So
that picture that's so famous, I feel like not enough people know this. It's not real.
This is the picture I'm thinking.
Yeah, not real.
I love that. I think it's cool to fake it. I do. It's like, okay, there's not a monster. We know that. But let's play into it a little bit.
Maybe we should do that.
I thought I saw Bigfoot in your backyard.
It was just your reflection.
Yeah.
Okay, I want to end with a few of the most shocking ones that I found on BuzzFeed. There's 3 of them. This first one said, my mom had a patient who was terminal and confessed to killing his twin brother in Vietnam so that he could blame the death on the war, steal his identity, and then return to the U.S. to be with his brother's wife.
Oh my God.
Make a movie of that.
Make that a movie for sure.
The wife had passed away a few years earlier, and then the patient's children blamed the confession on dementia until after his passing. But as it turns turns out the patient's daughter ended up finding a handwritten confession from decades ago stuffed into an old Bible.
Did they think that that was their real dad?
I don't know if he was their real dad or if they had been born prior to their dad dying.
Hold on. So he kills his twin brother
In Vietnam.
in Vietnam.
So that he could marry his brother's wife.
Yes.
But I don't know if the kids
Are the wife's kids or his kids from when he was really him.
Yeah.
Got it. But I wonder if the wife knew.
I don't think so.
How do you not know?
Twins.
Yeah, but still.
This is hard to tell.
Yeah.
This one says my great-grandmother told us her birthday was October 30th for her whole life. And then on her deathbed, we found out it was October 31st. She and her family had lied for 80 plus years out of superstition.
Oh my God.
Paperwork proved it after she was gone. I just thought that was like kind of funny, cute. And then for the grand finale, I had a patient who was an 86-year-old woman who put a bunch of crosses around the room. I had to ask her to take them down due to inability to create the care that she needed. She insisted they all stay up because it was one cross for each soul she took. If that's true, she took 14 souls.
Oh, fuck, lady?
I know, I had to leave it with that one.
Oh my God.
But that's my I mean, I could probably do a part 2 on deathbed confessions, but I thought it was just fascinating.
So fascinating. What people really take to the grave with them.
Oh.
Or almost to the grave.
I love a secret and I can keep a secret. I'll die with secrets.
So will I. So will I.
Like, if you really need to get it out, write it out on a piece of paper and burn it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That would be my logic.
Or just drink and it'll go away, or just,
numb it out somehow.
Numb it out.
That's our advice.
No, yeah.
Or don't commit a heinous act that you have to repent.
And if you do, don't tell anybody because you don't want them to have to hold on to that.
Or just switch to Catholicism last minute. Then you only have to tell the priest and
then you're good.
You're forgiven.
You're forgiven. You're fine.
Doesn't matter if you shot your husband.
You know what I want to talk about on an episode is the witness protection program.
Ooh.
Just kind of going with the deathbed confessions, if there's any witness protection program, deathbed confessions.
Or what happens if you die while you're in the witness protection program? Can it come out afterwards, and can the rest of your family and whoever didn't know where you were?
Can they go to the funeral?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Ooh.
Okay.
That'll be a good topic. Well,
Yes.
We're going to take a quick break and then we'll hear what had you spinning in your coffin this week.
Alrighty.
We'll be right back. All right, girly, what had you spinning in your coffin this week?
Girly, I have seen this all over and have been waiting to talk about it so that I could really deep dive into this type of funeral. But a Tarajan funeral, you ever heard of it?
I don't believe so.
Okay, so let's just get into it. The Tarajans, or the Taraja, are an ethnic group from South Sulawesi, Indonesia. And they have extremely extensive and extremely expensive funeral practices.
Love it. Glam.
My jaw was on the floor. I was watching videos on National Geographic, Vice, Discovery. It was wild. Today, most of the Tarajan people are Muslims or Christians. However, there are some people in Tanah Toraja that practice Aluk Tidolo. Aluk Tidolo means the way of the ancestors, but has also been referred to as feeding the ancestors. Their belief system is super complex. JoinCake.com explains it and says combines law, religion, and daily habits. And also, they believe that non-human things like animals, plants, and inanimate objects have a spiritual presence. Oh. It's a really, really interesting belief system or religion. So when a loved one dies, they are believed to head to a place called Payo.
I believe you.
Puyo. Puyo. This is their version of heaven.
Okay.
Puyo. However, they will not reach Puyo until all of the funeral rituals have commenced, which we will get into. Death is really looked at like a very gradual thing, not just like a singular event like you die. It's a whole process.
Okay.
These funerals are, again, like I said, expensive and timely. They take a long time. They are referred to as Rambu Solok, to raise enough money and to plan for a proper funeral, it could take families weeks, even years. In the meantime, what do they do with their deceased loved one? Well, they are taken to their home, referred to as the Tonknanan, which is a traditional Tarajan home, but they are not actually believed to be dead yet. So you die, but they're like, no, they're not dead yet.
Like they're still, the spirit's still in there?
Right. They're just considered to be sick or to be sleeping.
Okay. How do they preserve them? A year sometimes?
Girly, they're still fed. They're still taken care of. They're still included in prayer. Lights are still left on for them in the home. If they smoked cigarettes, honey, they're going to keep on smoking cigarettes. Well, not really. They bring them water.
What's it called when you like
food?
When you would smoke weed and blow it into someone else's mouth?
Oh, I don't know.
Remember that? What was it called?
A good time. Just kidding.
It's called my high school experience.
Yeah. But really, I think it's pretty cool. Like, they treat them like they never died. They're just sick.
There was that one group I talked about, and I don't remember what community of people it was that would feed that, like, special stew. Remember?
Oh,
For,
yeah.
like, 3 days or something.
Didn't that kill them? I feel like the stew killed them.
I don't remember.
Okay, so the embalming, they didn't embalm them at this time. I read somewhere that now formaldehyde is injected, but before that, they would smoke a body with leaves and pine and citrus.
Just a raw dog in it.
I'm telling you, and we'll post pictures, they looked good.
Really?
Yes, they looked great. In the National Geographic video I watched, they were interviewing and watching a whole ceremony.
They show everything.
They show it all. I thought it was really beautiful because one of the guys that was being interviewed said, "We are not afraid of the dead body because our love for our ancestors is much greater than our fear."
Pretty.
Really cool. I mean, death is already such a shock.
Yes.
Yes, it's weird for us to keep, like, we wouldn't want to keep our loved one in the house, but like, there is this, I don't know if it would be better or worse for grieving.
Nobody knows.
Nobody knows. Once enough funds are raised and the family has agreed on a burial spot for their deceased loved one, they are ready to start the funeral ceremony, which is called the Rambu Soluk. The Rambu Soluk is not a sad affair. It's super festive, fun, and full of life. It can last up to 3 to 5 days. Quickly, this reminded me of the Am I the Asshole about where to be buried. Remember the lady was like, I don't want him buried with his ex-wife or whatever. A lot of fucking drama can happen, I guess, like figuring out where to bury them. An article from lightreaders.com quoted author Michaela Budeman saying, quote, "There are cases when a husband and wife wish to be buried together, a request which is nonetheless interpreted as a breach of loyalty to one's own family. For such an individual puts the love for his or her partner above the bonds to their own family. It is remarkable that in some cases the families will quarrel where the departed should be buried. A person buried in the wrong place is known as a lost person. Opening the door to the tomb where they are buried, which would enable the transfer of the departed, could only be performed during a ritual, which we will get into." So let's get into the actual Rambu Soluk. The first ceremony is known as Mapasa Tidong. This ceremony has to do with water buffalo. And this was, although I thought their funeral rites were really beautiful, this is one thing I fucking hated because I saw so many buffalo being slaughtered.
Oh.
Water buffalo are very sacred animals to the Tarajan people and are believed to be the carriers to the afterlife. They're like the guides. They will take you on to the afterlife.
Like Karen's boat.
Yeah, exactly. Sacrificing buffalo is a must in order to reach their heaven. At least 2 need to be sacrificed to heaven. However, 24 is the suggestion.
What?
Okay, and this is where it gets so expensive because buffalo are expensive. They can range from $100 US but they can go upwards of 40,000 to 100,000.
And you need 24 of those suckers?
Yeah.
Oh my
so
God.
let's just say middle of the range. Let's say 20K for a buffalo. And let's say you do 24. That's $250,000.
These are like, I feel like weddings.
In this culture, you know, we have all these big social events, the birth of a child and a wedding being like the biggest. Well, the funeral is their biggest social event. This is why it could take years.
God.
To perform. During that first ceremony, the buffalo that have been purchased and agreed upon for sacrifice are then taken to where the dead loved one will be buried. The second ceremony, known as mapuli, is when the buffalo is actually sacrificed. And their death is pretty quick. They have their necks cut.
I think it's terrible.
I do too. The horns from the buffalo are also hung outside of the deceased home, and the more horns, the higher status they had.
Oh, they're like, oh, she only has 3 horns? That's embarrassing.
Oh, God, she's not getting to heaven quick. The next ceremony is when the loved one's body is moved to a barn and other things are being prepared, like a wooden tower where the buffalo's body will be distributed. And then there's a ceremony called Lakian that takes place, and during this ceremony the coffin is taken out of the barn and placed on a decorated like carriage, like think of, you know, like what Cleopatra was carried on.
Yeah.
It's kind of like that. They refer to this as a house because they have built it to look like a house, and it is held up by members of the village and loved ones and walked around the village as like their funeral procession, but also the person's last kind of lap around the village. And in a documentary I watched on Vice, this particular ceremony had another carriage behind it where the deceased widow was being carried.
Oh.
Then the deceased loved one is placed in a 2-story hut, specially made for them. And then there are more buffalo sacrificed.
This is like luxe.
I read that it's like one of the most expensive funerals in the world.
Wow.
The deceased loved ones are not taken to their final resting place until 11 days after the ceremony. And according to Join Cake again, the body isn't buried until 11 days after the ceremony, and it's not buried at all. Instead, the family brings the body to a cave, which acts as a makeshift tomb. And then it goes on to say, to mark the final resting place, a wood-carved effigy known as Tau Tau is shaped into a likeness of the deceased. This decorates the outside of the tomb. The wooden replicas watch over the deceased. So literally, there are hundreds of replicas of people that are dead that are in the tombs. There's replicas of them outside of the tombs watching over the tombs.
Whoa.
Which I think is pretty fucking cool. And again, these ceremonies are lively and very celebratory, and families and relatives and friends stay up all night singing, spending time together, playing cards, all in the home of the deceased. I do have to note that I read that if a baby dies before cutting teeth, which I guess like before their teeth cut through their gums, they are actually buried in a hollowed out portion of a tree and then covered with fibers. It's because they're meant to become one with the tree. These trees are referred to as baby trees.
That's like kind of beautiful.
I'll show you a baby tree.
Whoa.
See all the spots for different babies?
That's wild.
Isn't that crazy?
Incredible.
I know. Every 1 to 3 years, something called manin takes place. This means care for ancestors and often is referred to as the ceremony of cleaning corpses.
Oh, Lord, here we go.
Loved ones visit their deceased tombs and actually take them out of their final resting place.
I feel like we watched something on this years ago where they took them out and danced with them. What was that?
Well, that I've talked about Famadiana.
Oh, maybe I'm thinking of Famadiana.
Yes. This is a little different because their coffins are opened and they are taken out, cleaned, and dressed in new clothes. And this is a time for everybody to see them again, care for them, give them offerings, and take new family photos. So they set them up.
Ooh.
Okay, so here's some.
I mean, some look like okay, and then some you're like,
Look, that one has sunglasses on.
whoa.
Look, she has a cool new sweater on.
She's
New
like,
family photos.
love it. Taking death photography to a whole new place.
Look at him.
He's real dead.
He is. Look at her. Look at her beautiful hair.
So long. Love what she's doing with it.
I mean, they look great.
Uh,
So,
I don't know.
you know what? It is a great way for people to actually physically meet their ancestors.
Yes.
And get pictures with them. And they do this every 1 to 3 years. And then the dead are returned to their resting places, and relatives enjoy a feast and honor their loved ones.
Cool. I'm here for it.
Lastly, I watched a TED Talk by Kelly Sway called Life That Doesn't End with Death, and she's married to an Indonesian man. The TED Talk is really great, and she said something, and I looked up the transcript so that I could quote it here. But she says, instead of giving in to this sort of visceral reaction we have to this idea of proximity to bodies, proximity to death, or how this notion just does not fit into our very biological or medical sort of definition of death, I like to think about what the Tarajan way of viewing death encompasses of the human experience that the medical definition leaves out. I think that Tarajans socially recognize and culturally express what many of us feel to be true despite the widespread acceptance of the biomedical definition of death. And that is that our relationships with other humans, their impact on our social reality, doesn't cease with the termination of the physical processes of the body. That there's a period of transition as the relationship between the living and the dead is transformed but not ended. So Tarajans express this idea of this enduring relationship by lavishing love and attention on the most visible symbol of that relationship, the human body. So, my husband has fond memories of talking to and playing with and generally being around his deceased grandfather. And for him, there's nothing unnatural about this. This is a natural part of the process as the family comes to terms with the transition in their relationship to the deceased. And this is the transition from relating to the deceased as a person who's living to relating to the deceased as a person who's an ancestor.
Wow.
I
really like that.
I do too. It is a transition. It's not just boom, you're dead. There's so many things in between.
Yes. There's parts of everything that I love and parts of everything that I'm could do
Hate
without. Yeah.
the buffalo thing. Hate it.
Yes. Well, I wonder when the obituary comes if they're not actually dead for the first while.
I don't think they even have money left over for the obituary.
Well, speaking of, let's get into them.
Let's do it.
All right. I have one for an icon who we very sadly lost, Mr. Leslie Jordan.
I was devastated.
That's a sad one.
I loved him. And everyone
And
is
young. He was 67.
I know. He got us through COVID. I would watch his stories and his videos all the time.
I have a little story about him that I'll tell at the end. I cut a few little snippets out. This is from the Chattanoogan in Tennessee. Without Leslie Jordan, the neon lights in Nashville don't seem to glow quite as bright. Jordan, a small-sized entertainer with a mighty appetite for making a room laugh, died Monday after a car wreck in Los Angeles, his agent David Shaw confirmed. He was 67, which I saw. I guess he but I think he had a medical emergency in the car and it led him to crash. But I don't think the actual crash killed him. I think it was the medical whatever was going on. Quote, the world is definitely a much darker place today without the love and light of Leslie Jordan, Shaw said in a statement. Not only was he a mega talent and joy to work with, but he provided an emotional sanctuary to the nation at one of its most difficult times. So true. What he lacked in height, he made up for in generosity and greatness as a son, brother, artist, comedian, partner, and human being. Knowing that he has left the world at the height of both his professional and personal life is the only solace one can have today. A Chattanooga native, Jordan spent his final years tearing up Nashville red carpets in bedazzled suits and praising his favorite singer-songwriters from on stage at the Ryman Auditorium. And while he may be best known for his Emmy-winning Will and Grace performance or time on screen in American Horror Story, Jordan chased another kind of entertainment in Music City, gospel singing. He released his debut solo album, Company's Comin', last year with the help from a handful of Nashville friends, which I didn't know. When I would hear those old hymns, I used to have an axe to grind, thinking, well, I didn't feel accepted in organized religion, and so I walked away, Leslie told the Tennessean in 2021. But you know what? That's all been put to rest. I know what my beliefs are. God knows my heart, and I'm good, and I do well. Born and raised in Chattanooga, Jordan left Tennessee in 1982 to start a career in show business, but he wouldn't be gone forever. Known for his unique humor and charm, Jordan became a surprise viral sensation 2 years ago while quarantining in Tennessee with his mom, Peggy Ann Jordan. Many of his Instagram videos featured her and chronicled life in the East Tennessee city. Flamboyant and openly gay, Leslie said his mom always supported and accepted him while growing up in the late 50s and 60s. She always made their home in the South a safe space for him. When I got on the bus in 1982 to come to Hollywood, my mother told me, always know that if it doesn't work out, you can come back home to a standing ovation, he previously said.
Aww.
So sweet. No, end it there, but just a testament to how wholesome he was. One time I was working, like getting some work done at a Starbucks in West Hollywood, like, you know, by the Vons or whatever there, or the pavilions. And he came in and sat next to me and he was working. I looked over and I was like, oh, like I know who that is. And he had his little planner with him and he was filling it out, but he was putting little horse stickers in his planner. And I thought it was like the cutest, sweetest thing.
So cute.
And just great. So that's my memory
light
of him.
I know.
What a light. Who you got?
Oh, well, I have a man named Cody. Cody, the man, the myth, the legend, tough guy with a big heart. Friends to most, hater to some. He loved with his whole heart. Cody loved his family, both biological and those he selected to be his family. He loved his t-shirts, his trucks, his motorcycle, his dog, his girl, his guns, hunting and fishing with friends and family, not necessarily in that order. He loved steak, chew, and beer. Again, not in that order. He loved Sour Patch Kids, Swedish Fish, Shania Twain, You Make Me Feel Like a Woman. We hope she did at least once. He loved his middle finger and showing his butt to the world. In his younger days, he was pretty sure he was a gangster. Gold chains, hat on sideways, and pants down to his ankles.
Love it.
Some things don't change. He grew up, but still loved inappropriate t-shirts, ball caps, and big belt buckles. Cody attended, sometimes, Hoovelton Central School, where he was a standout athlete and scholar. He loved his teammates, soccer, basketball, and baseball. When asked about future endeavors, Cody's response was, I'm going to be a porn star. However, he did get a degree from Paul Smith's and became an NYS corrections officer. Prior to becoming an NYS corrections officer, he worked at Bradley's service station for many years where he made lifelong friends. Cody played hard and lived life like he wanted. His favorite saying was, you don't tell me what to do, I do what I want. Cody is survived by the love of his life, his mother, and Rock, his father, his brothers, and just a ton of family that's listed here. Cody is also leaving behind many lifelong friends whom he loved fiercely. Cody James left us on August 8th, 2020, as a result of injuries sustained from being a dumbass. He drank, drove, and didn't wear his seatbelt. Please don't be a dumbass. Please come to the calling hours dressed how you are most comfortable. This is how Cody would have wanted it. And so I looked up, there's articles written about this obituary, and his mom said, like, I loved him more than anything in this whole entire world. But if this obituary could stop at least one person from drinking and driving, like, that is okay. He was a dumbass for that.
Maybe some of you guys, too.
Exactly.
Don't drink and drive.
Don't drink and drive.
We don't want to read your obituaries.
Absolutely not.
I like a lesson.
I like a lesson. You never know what you're going to find in an obituary, okay?
You never know. A dumbass. But speaking of, it's time for our final segment. It's time for some dumb
Ass
criminals. Okay, this one was sent to us, and I'll read the email after because it gives things away. But it is from the Olympian, and this was just like very weird, like last week. A man and woman from Portland were booked on suspicion of second-degree theft over the weekend after they allegedly stole $1,700 in merchandise from a Nike outlet store, according to Centralia Police. At 6:50 p.m. on Friday, police were dispatched to the 100th block of West High Street after a report of disorderly conduct. The man and the woman, 57 and 49, apparently had stolen shoes and clothes, but this is the best part. They lost their keys somewhere in the process to their car.
Oh, no.
So they started arguing. They went back inside the store to look for the keys.
No.
And then they got into it. And then they got into an argument with the staff who was accusing them of taking their keys. And employees responded like, we don't have your keys and you just stole all of this shit. And it was during the argument that police were called to the scene and eventually found the stolen merchandise.
Did they find the keys?
I don't think it tells us in the article. It's a
Emily's
mystery.
Bridge.
Oh, wait, he said Tuesday he wasn't sure whether or not the keys were found.
Oh, my God.
But that was from a Geoff who wrote, "Hello, Madison, Spencer, Hot Dog Doris, and Desi. I have a dumb criminal suggestion purely on the headline alone. This is from my local paper, and I couldn't help but laugh at the absurdity. Not because they can't find their keys. I have ADHD, so same, but losing their keys in the middle of a getaway? Which goes to show you dumb criminals are everywhere, not just in Florida. Love you guys and the podcast, Joni from Olympia."
Oh, my God, Joni. That was great.
I lose my keys all the fucking time.
So do I.
ADHD, babe.
I had to crawl through a window at the new house because I locked this out.
I love it. Who you got?
God. Okay. This is a short one, but I just saw the headline and was like, oh, I love this. This is from CBS News. Banned from all the libraries on the face of the earth.
What?
But why? What would it take to be banned from all the libraries on the face of the earth? Well, Tyler Carter, a 20-year-old man from Racine, Wisconsin, knows the answer because it happened to him. A Journal Times of Racine report says Carter is accused of openly masturbating in the public library the week before last. A witness told investigators Carter was out in the open, not trying to conceal his act. The criminal complaint says he apologized to responding police officers. Carter is charged with a misdemeanor count of lewd behavior and disorderly conduct and due to make a court appearance in April. This happened in 2013. His bond was set at $1,000. Court records say as a condition of that bond, he was told to stay out of all libraries on the face of the earth. Imagine
a misdemeanor for masturbating.
Oh, can't ever go to a library. Can't ever read a book again.
Oh, his card has been revoked.
Revoked.
Oh, dumbasses. Truly dumbasses.
Oh, well, you know who's not a dumbass? The Geoffs that send us stuff.
Yeah, it was such an early Christmas presents.
Who do you got here?
Let's see. Let's open her up. What if there's just like anthrax one time?
I know.
Oh, wait. It smells so good already. What is this? Yum.
Ooh, what is this?
Oh, and there's fresh eucalyptus in here. And
eucalyptus bath salts?
Oh, we love a bath.
We love salt. Oh my God,
we
look
love
how
bath
pretty
salts.
this is.
Ooh, it is pretty. And then, wait, there's two other... Sorry, we'll read the card in a second. I just went straight for the gifts. The card was at the bottom.
Oh, is this, Oh my God, there's a shark tooth in here. Or, wait, I think it's a dog tooth.
Oh, wait, this is for you. I handed us the wrong ones. It says, Spencer, thank you for embracing your spooky and weird side and encouraging us to embrace ours. I love this supportive, well-informed, and funny as hell community you've helped bring together. Thank you so much for giving us a place to feel normal. Much love and respect. Daisy. Daisy, you're the absolute sweetest.
Daisy, you are the sweetest.
We knew this was from you because I can tell by the wax seals. And then
yes.
Read that.
Okay, this is Madison. Thank you for being your authentic self. and full of great laughs. So many of us out there identify with you, and your thoughts and voice is valuable. Oh, you're a cool lady doing what you want. Beautiful. I send you all the support, well wishes. Good luck for the future. Much appreciated, Daisy. Daisy, you have sent us so many sweet things.
She wrote us this letter that says, "Hello, Top Geoffs, and a rousing hello to all the doggos." Hot dog, that's you. I thought I'd do you a favor this time and type out my letter since you've gotten mail from me before. I know you are at least a little relieved. My mama tried with my penmanship, y'all. No, you have great penmanship. I'm just not destined to write beautifully, much to the dismay of all my pen pals. Anyways, I'm sending forth this small gift as a token of my adoration and appreciation of your work to make this podcast. Secondly, if this gets read on the show, I have some questions for you, the Geoffs, and one question for Madison's husband. I'll start by telling you about the package. I don't know if you remember at Irvine Improv when I got to take my picture with you both. I had said I'd dried out a bouquet of eucalyptus to give you, but forgot it in the car. Dead plants seemed on brand. Well, and of course we remember. In addition to the sprigs of it in the box, I made a eucalyptus bath salt. Oh my God, you made that.
Amazing.
So you both can soak with the energy and excitement from that night.
Oh, that's so sweet. It's from that night.
Second, you'll find a vial for each of you. Under the waxed seal, you'll find a rainbow of small, precious gemstones, some glitter for the drama of it all. It's on me right now. And some little puppy teeth.
Oh my God, I love it.
Lost from a happy puppy I found in the road and successfully fostered/found a forever home for. He recently was adopted, and I'll share his picture. His new mommy had named him Finn, as in Huckleberry Finn. He's real cute, and I was able to take his teeth because he always seemed to lose them right in front of me. I decided to make these as a witchy talisman for you both to bring good luck.
I love
Hopefully
this.
calming energy as well. What's really funny about this is how my wife had watched me saving the puppy's teeth. When it was happening, she kept asking me why I was keeping them, to which I answered, "Mind your business." And she has been confused and wondering why the fuck I kept puppy teeth for months now. I can finally show her and let her see why, or I can just not tell her and keep the mystery alive. If I'm not a little wild and crazy, she would be too bored with me. Lastly will be the letters I wrote for both of you for your first show. A little late, but the sentiment is still there.
Oh, that's so kind.
Okay, now for the questions. As an OG Geoff, I fondly remember and love the first episodes of Obituary. Will you ever release the original episodes to the masses? I would love to go back and have a listen at the beginning of this baby pod's journey. Who knows?
Oh, who knows? Maybe.
That would be like a special occasion thing. We'll release them. I still feel like the show is so new that I'm like,
yeah,
maybe later. Okay. Question for the Geoffs. Being that I have the technological know-how of a very confused senior citizen, I want to know if any of the Geoffs could start up a death Discord channel for OBIT.
Ooh.
We could share documents to discuss all the different things you can do with the body, or death with dignity, or the different services one can have. It will help a lot of us to start having more conversations at home and our loved ones because this is so important. We can also help one another with the grieving process, have a safe place to talk about some loved ones who have passed, and not have it be weird or feel like it's too much because we'll be sharing with our community, with people who get us.
I think that's cool.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Let us know if you guys do that. Lastly, please ask Madison's husband how he feels being married to you two queens.
He loves it.
Much love and much appreciation, Geoff Daisy Jones.
Oh, thank you, Daisy. Daisy, I am holding puppy teeth in my hand and I love it. Thank you. You are a girl after my own heart.
I know. I feel like you guys would just be best friends. But
I know.
But she's mine, Daisy. You can't have her yet. No, you are so sweet. Thank you for always thinking of us. It's so thoughtful. We appreciate it so much.
So much. Thank you.
What you got over there?
Ooh, this is from Angie, and it says, "Please open before Halloween. Fragile."
Too late.
Too late, Angie. I'm sorry,
But
honey.
it's always Halloween over here.
Truly.
I was putting away Halloween decorations today, and I was trying to see, I'm like, wait, which stuff stays in my office and which stuff goes into the garage?
Oh, Jesus Christ. It's
Angie, what'd you pack this with?
Angie. Super glue?
You want a knife, bitch? Why are you using
Why
it?
are you looking at me doing this and not offering one?
Because it's insane. It's entertaining to watch.
What is this? Madison, Spencer, Hot Dog, Doris, and Desi.
Is it anthrax? Like we've always wished.
Sorry for spelling your name wrong on the envelope. Oh my God, your fucking handwriting is to die for.
Oh,
and
it's
this
gorgeous.
paper, to my favorite obituarians. I'm a huge fan of Obituary and Cult Leader. I found both of your podcasts via Morbid. You can use my name, Angie. I won't apologize for the length of this letter as it is not very long. Spencer, I also have 3 hot dogs. Well, they're long-haired dachshunds.
Oh.
Did I say it? I've enclosed pictures of all 3 at the bottom of this box if you'd like to see how adorable they are. Yes, we would. Although I'm probably a little biased. One of my favorite hobbies is making miniatures. Oh my God, okay. I love miniatures.
Uh-huh.
I thought I'd make a little something to thank you for giving me hours of entertainment while doing mundane everyday things. I'm sure I look like a crazy person to people in cars next to me while driving because I'm hysterically crying while at the same time laughing. Anyways, if you read this and or open it on air, I will lose my shit. We'll lose it, honey.
Here it is. Lose it. Hope you're not driving.
Never stop doing what you do. You're Geoff and Cult Babe Angie. And then my hot dogs, Sienna, Penelope, and Scarlett say woof to Hot Dog, Doris, and Desi. Oh, okay.
Sweet.
What is this? Holy shit, I see a coffin.
No.
Are you kidding me?
That is sick.
Oh.
Open her up. Oh my God, with our logo on the front.
Stop it.
Open it.
I'm dying right now, bitch. I'm dying.
I want to die too.
Okay, wait.
Oh my God.
Are you kidding me right now?
My jaw is dropped. We can't even describe this. Just go to the picture on the post. I can't even describe this. This is sick.
Are you kidding me? That
Oh
is
my
so fucking cool.
Even the smoke
Where?
coming out of her cigarette.
Look at the cigarette at the...
It's fucking insane. That's the coolest thing I've ever seen. This is insane.
This makes me cry. That is so fucking cool, Angie. Look at... She lays in the coffin.
That's insane.
Are you kidding
I cannot
me?
wait for you guys to see this.
I have to take it and show my husband. He'll be like, what?
But then you got to bring it back.
I know.
I want it in the office. It's perfect. Oh my God, that's incredible. Thank you, Angie. Wait, okay, I want to see the pictures of the dogs.
Okay, Scarlett. Oh my
The
God.
eyes.
What a
Like,
cutie.
Oh wait, and then who's this one?
That's Scarlett also. Sienna. Oh my God. And look at Penelope, a little present.
Sienna is hair goals. Oh my God.
Oh, we love them.
They're all so cute.
Oh my God. That is just so fucking cool and thoughtful.
God,
Thank you
even
so
the lining on the coffin is incredible. Well, you guys will see in the pictures, but God, you guys are the fucking best. If you have stuff you want to send us, we are always clearly so happy to receive them. Our P.O. Box is P.O. Box 18149, Long Beach, California, 90807. You can follow along online.
On TikTok at Obituary Podcast.
On Instagram and Twitter at Obituary Pod. And you can write to us, obitpod@gmail.com. And now you can get a cameo again.
But that's it for this week.
We'll see you next week for some more coffin spinners
Obituaries.
and dumb
Ass.
criminals. Goodbye.
Goodbye.